Welcome back, everybody, to the Matt Pierre Career Mode series, as today the London Black Knights at 8-4 meet the 9-3 Oakland Raiders. After last episode's loss, can we get back in the win column? Oh, to make things even more interesting, the rain is falling in London, and they got some hard hitters on this defense, so I'm a little worried about fumbles. We saw what happened last episode with BJ Sankey and all, having a couple fumbles. Now we need Matt Pierre and the Browns, or I keep calling them the Browns because they were the Browns, and I do the Browns rebuild. We need London to clean this up. Unfortunately, the game begins with an Oakland Raider touchdown. I'm not super worried about their defense, except for the fact that they can hit pretty hard. So we've just got to avoid being tackled is all, and we can do a pretty good job of that in most cases. Starting with a counter, going down quickly, loss of 2. Carl Joseph comes down to the box. He's one of their hard hitters. He'll blitz. Sankey swings it out. Here goes Matt, busting out the spin and gaining 9. Actually, more like 7 on the reception, as Matt was held without a catch in the last episode. Now 3rd down and 5. They blitz again. Good pickup by Matt, but a flag on the play. Who are they going to call here? We have holding to negate the first down. And it's called on A.J. Lloyd, so it wasn't like Matt Pierre's pickup at all. Now we've got to try a 3rd and 15. See, I think they're blitzing again. I'm staying in here on 3rd and 15. Here's Sankey against a 3-man rush, and now it's only a 2-man rush, essentially. Sankey, though, taken down by the one we forgot about. Right when that defender went down, I thought, okay, we got this. And he gets back up. Sankey goes down. This isn't fun. It's 14-0 already, and we just lost last episode. Come on. We are the ex-Browns here. We couldn't just walk on into the playoffs without a problem, could we? Here's Matt Pierre breaking loose. Come on, Matt. 75 to the house. Don't go out of bounds on accident. All right, we're trying to keep pace here for the 2,000-yard season, and 75-yard touchdowns make that pretty easy. What just happened? It's 28-7. Seriously, they scored 2 touchdowns since that 75-yard run. There was a turnover, there was a touchdown, there was another touchdown. I'm not happy about it. Pierre on the ground here. Oh, they call forward progress over. So after the Matt Pierre touchdown, they go 21 yards in the air, 23 yards in the air, and follow that up with a 17-yard touchdown. Then they recover a fumble on the kick return and score again. So here we are, not getting much help, 28-7. Now, oftentimes these games become just blowouts, which this one already kind of is. Up for grabs! Incomplete. But we gotta try and keep this from becoming just a forgetful blowout. We gotta find a way to get in this one. These are the kinds of teams we need to play well against. Otherwise, how do you expect us to ever get Matt Pierre closer to the Super Bowl? Every game and every season that passes, he becomes Barry Sanders 2.0. Come on, Maley. Don't make it 35-7. Don't make it 35-7. They're doing it so easily. All right, I was right. Don't be worried about their defense, but be terrified of their offense, apparently. For some reason, too, I can always convince myself that, hey, we could totally get back in this thing. I guess that's a good thing, but sometimes it leads to wasted effort. 2nd down and 9. Sankey gets it away. That's caught by Malcolm Maley. And let's go hurry up here. We don't exactly have time to waste at the moment. As a matter of fact, I like to do the opposite. I like to create more time, if possible. Here's Sankey to Malcolm Maley. We enter Raider territory. Eric Olsen enters the game, running left. Good block, Olsen. Thank you for some help, Malcolm Maley. Up to the 29. Stacking the box now on second down as Matt swings into the right flat. This is out for Matt Pierre and a first down to the 15-yard line. I love some of these plays in here. Where else am I going to find a motion fullback wheel? This is the kind of thing that gets me excited. Sankey underneath for Hogan. Watch out. And now he's shaken up after the hit by Gash. Russell Keaton steps into the second receiver role now. Second down and 5. Maley gets closer. Going to try saving some time here. I'm still okay throwing the football here. We have a couple slants on this play. Or Sankey can find Njoku. Matt hurries back. This one's going for you, Matt. Get set, get ready. Switch sides. It doesn't work. Pierre is taken down for a loss. For some reason, that hot route switch is playing the animation, and it's not changing anything. That is the strangest thing. So now they'll stack the box. And Sankey for the touchdown. Hello, Malcolm Maley. We had to start digging out of this hole eventually. Matt's got his shovel. Now let's dig some more. Well, I mean, when your defense allows 42 points and a half, what are you supposed to do? What's the right thing? Because this is unreasonable. That time it switched. Don't know why. Pierre going forward for a yard. All right, Sankey, just throw it far. See what happens. Let it go. We got single coverage here. Eventually, you got to throw it, right? Sankey lets it go. I can't even see. That ball's caught by Maley. 0's on the clock. And on to the half we go. I'm very thankful for halftime because I'm not sure anything else can stop this Raider offense. But back to the field we go in the second half as we're down 42-14 in a very strange game. It feels like a game where Matt Pierre could just completely take over. But what are we going to do down by this many touchdowns? You know I want to be the one to make a historic comeback here and to pull off the impossible. So that's what's keeping me going here. Nice catch, Maley. First down and 10 now. Good blitz pickup. Oh my! It doesn't matter when Rod Johnson gets dominated by Mario Edwards. By the way, Adonis Hogan has not returned. I think that injury is at least somewhat significant. And they appear to be blitzing now. So if they leave the wrong player open, that could definitely help us out. 3rd and 17. Sankey underneath here. Keaton can run. We know that. But Russell's out of bounds. A couple yards short. Doesn't matter. We got to go for it. This is a long 2 yards. I'd consider inside zone, but I don't think that's a good idea. Especially because we've thrown the ball quite well. 4th and 2. Hello, Freeman! Man, some of these hits, I can't believe that we're not losing the ball. Yep, got to stay in again. Watch that double A gap. Bluff. Sankey has time, but no one's open. And there's the rush. One of the biggest problems with the current quarterback AI is that when receivers are covered, they don't know what to do. They don't maybe think about throwing the ball away because it's 1st and 10 and you have more downs to play with. There isn't enough awareness of the situation and what else you can do. Here we go! It's Maley out of bounds at the 5. Why am I getting hyped up down 42-14? Something's wrong with me. Now we're going to run to the outside. Thank you, Olsen. Pierre breaks a tackle down to the 1. You'd think we're about to win the Super Bowl with this. I've gotten less hyped up for bigger moments. Just score a touchdown. Wait, Matt's playing receiver. Fine by me. I just want a different camera view maybe. Throw it. Sankey sacked. All right, Pierre, we've got to try getting open in the end zone now. 42-14. Got to start somewhere. Sankey. What is that? The end zone is not 20 yards long. I think I've finally given up at 49-17. What is our defense even doing out there? Are we playing with 7 players? How else is Oakland scoring every possession and getting a touchdown on every possession? They have 7 touchdowns in this game. Do you realize that? As much as I love to top what the Patriots did back in the Super Bowl, I don't see it happening. Sankey, good throw, and there's Keaton. This is one of those games where I'm just going to take 0 responsibility, and I'm not going to get any blame on the offense. They don't deserve it. The offense has played well. Good, as a matter of fact. That was not a real fumble, and they're not going to challenge it because we kept the possession. Are you kidding me? Challenge that. Give us the... We'll take the yard away. The game's over. They're going to let the fumble stand. On top of all that, Matt Pierre now 2 fumbles on the season. That's a fake fumble. Here's another run. So this is the part of our season where things get more complicated than they should be. We could be going on to win some of these games and clinch an early playoff spot and then just kind of chill out for a few weeks. But come on, this team left Cleveland after all those years. We're still the Browns, aren't we? We're just doing it now in London. 3rd down and 5. B.J. Sankey back to pass. That throw is not even close. That landed back in Cleveland. Let's see if they score again. What's to stop them at this point? A penalty. That might be the one thing. They can beat themselves, and they just did it. So a loss in this game will send us to 8-5 on the season. And from there, it gives the Ravens a little hope to get back in the race. I haven't checked the bottom line. This is clearly a night game, so a lot of games have already been played. So I'm waiting to see that Ravens score pop up, because I haven't seen it once at all. No clue who they're playing, no clue if they're winning. That was terrible. Baltimore lost. They're 5-8. You know what that means? If we could just win this game, that would clinch the division. Where's Matt going? 56-17. I don't even know what team this is anymore. This team is all over the place. We've had so many fun games, and then you get some stinkers like this. 56 points. They haven't even kicked a field goal. There's not much I can do to get the backups in here, but I can have the backup quarterback play. So, I forget who it is. Oh, Brad Kaya. Kaya's into the game, everybody. It should have been probably a quarter and a half ago. 3rd down and 9. Let's see what Brad Kaya can do. Kaya with some touch on it. Wait, that was his bullet pass? That looked like a touch throw. Maybe I'm being unfair here. I don't know about his arm strength, but let's watch at full speed. No, that's decent. Are we okay with this being a bullet pass? I think so. Not too much of a touch throw, just maybe not the same zip as we're used to seeing with Sankey. Let's not run Kaya into a play action to the short side on his non-dominant hand. That's not going to work. 1st and 10. Look at Kaya go. Just a minute to go in this one. Sankey back in the game. He puts it up for Russell Keaton, who's still giving his all. I like seeing that. I forgot that was a formation sub and not a permanent substitution. I want to see if Kaya can throw a touchdown. Come on, Brad. Kaya to the flats. On target here. Coleman gets upfield. Timeout. I want to know if Brad Kaya needs to play in a key game. Is he up to the task? 2nd down and 10. We'll pick up a blitzer for you, Brad. Kaya across the middle, and it's caught by Njoku. He'll get 1 play now to prove himself. I believe in you, Brad Kaya. You got this. 1st and 10. Kaya for the touchdown. London scores. Unfortunately, what could have been a great day of offense has been completely overshadowed by a ridiculous 56-point showing. We tried to make a comeback, but it was never going to happen. The Raiders win big in London, 56-24. I feel like our offense played good, and we lost by 32 points. Blair Flannery threw 6 touchdown passes and 4 incompletions. And then Griffin Spence, $140 and 2 touchdowns. This is so deflating. I want Matt to win a Super Bowl. And to do it, we're probably going to have to play this team again and actually win. I don't know if we can do it. Simply put, I don't know that we can beat the Raiders. Next time we don't take on a potential playoff team, it's the 4-9 Pittsburgh Steelers, so that's great news. A win clinches the division. Any victory in the last 3 weeks. So I think that we'll be able to do it, but the road here has been pretty messy, so who's to think it's going to stop being messy anytime soon. As far as the Steelers go, we already beat them once. Wait a minute. We played the Ravens already twice. We won both times. Wait, we've already won the division. Okay. So here we go. We can go 8-8 and be division champions. That should have, it should tell us that we have clinched. Of course, it doesn't account for tiebreakers quite yet when it determines who has clinched and who hasn't. But we're going to the playoffs. We have clinched a spot. But we still got to be in good position to play well when the playoffs eventually come. 1,699 yards for Matt Pierre, 19 touchdowns. It's all great. In the air, Malcolm Maley's going to get 1,000 yards on probably his next catch. We're doing pretty well on offense. I have no complaints, especially recently. But that defense, man, now I'm really worried about the future with this team. Let's check on Adonis Hogan here, the injury report. Hogan is out for 6 weeks. He could return late in the postseason, but for now he's going to miss some serious time. And that means we're obviously going to call on Russell Keaton to play a little more. And also probably Corey Coleman is going to become the new slot receiver. And there you see it. Coleman is there, Keaton gets boosted up, and we'll have to make do without Adonis Hogan. And I think that we can still do that just fine. Just defense, you gotta give us some help next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you still enjoyed things. I still had some fun, just maybe less fun than if the game was more competitive. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. The likes and comments are very helpful. I appreciate all of you supporting the channel, and I will see you all again soon. Have a great day, and I'll be back again tomorrow.